In this session, I want to talk about the business case. Now, this is one of those project management words which is really actually confusing because when you think about the business plan, you think about a business case. And yes, we are seated within businesses and organizations, and the business case is actually linked to the business in a very strong way. I'm going to talk about that now. But it's maybe not the right word for me. But let's stick with the word. Let's forget about the word. What is the business case? The business case is the reason for the project. The business case is the reason for the project. So every project needs to have a goal which you are going to come to down the line. But the goal is not the reason for the project. The reason for the project is what I called earlier the problem statement or the strategic driving force behind the project. So it's very important that when we talk about the business case, you are not sitting with a project yet. The business case is still the reason for a project. We did talk about the strategy and the driving force behind projects and why we have projects in place. And that talk was about something soft. It's about strategy. It's about making sure that the decisions we make down the line is based on our strategy, on our long-term direction. We spoke about the origins of projects, and we spoke about all of this stuff. But at a certain time, and then let's call it in the flow of project management, you need to now go and formalize certain, and let's call it this upstream, upfront stuff. Because we talk about vision, we talk about reasons for projects, but at a certain time, and I'm a systems person, I want you to give me a document or some written narrative thing and say, listen to me, this is the problem that we want to solve. And in project management, we call that thing the business case. The business case is the link between strategy, am I doing the right stuff, and the problem that I want to solve. So again, very important, at this stage we don't have a solution yet. We know the problem that we want to solve, but we don't know the solution yet. So let's think of a nice example of this. I've got this extra money to invest. I want to make more money. Let's call it that. No? So let's say, okay, I've got money to invest. I want to apply that to make more money. My business case is, and my business case should be in line with what I do. So maybe I'm a civil engineer, I'm a consultant. How can I apply that money to, and my problem statement, make more money or grow my company or grow maybe my profit in the long run? You say, but wait, okay. So let's think about solutions for this. And this is where I get back to the solutions earlier. That what I just stated is the business case. The business case is what I want to do, what I want to solve. Okay, so now we say, I can either do that by just growing my own business, I can buy a new business, or I can start a new business, everything in line with my strategy. But before I can make those decisions, I need to know where I am with the driving force and the strategy, and that is included in my business case that I write down and send to somebody. So the business case is actually quite important because that becomes a measuring line or a measuring stick for the whole project downwards. So firstly, we need to say, okay, but we need to make the right decisions in terms of which project we take on. How do we link that back to the business case? Now we've got that. Now you start executing the project. What is a project? The project is a solution to a problem. The business case, linked to the business case. You say, but ongoing, is that still in line with my business case? So there's two types of, let's call it business case controlling and monitoring aspects to this. The first one is, as I'm continuing executing my project, starting to deliver the different components of my project, keep on looking back. Is everything still in line with my business case? Is my business case still valid? That's always the biggest question that you ask ongoing in a project. Is my business case still valid? Good. Obviously, now you finish up the project, you deliver the project successfully, hopefully. Now that you are finished with the project, you look back again. You say, but listen, what was the problem that I wanted to solve with this project? That is written in the business case. Let's go have a look at the business case. The business case is, I want to make more money in the consulting engineering environment in the long run by starting a new business or whatever. There's my new business. I'm actually doing it great. Those two are linked. We've closed the circle. We can go on with the rest. So that is sort of how you apply. Your business case is your biggest driving force for success in a company, in the project. That's always the first thing that you look at. Yes, we want to control our cost. We want to control our scope, make sure that we don't do too much or too little. We want to control our cost and our schedule throughout the project. But none of those things mean anything if the business case is not valid anymore. Now, so let's say for some reason throughout this project that I'm trying to apply in my consultancy business, some reason in that time the engineering environment or the engineering market fall flat and there's no reason for engineering work in my country anymore. You say, but wait a minute, stop. I'm busy working on a project. I'm busy trying to deliver a project which is in line with a business case which is not valid anymore because I can't make money with a bigger business. Let's say that was my option. If there's no work for engineers anymore, if you understand what I'm trying to say. So that is the key thing about that. So you've got strategy is driving business case decision making, project charter or project charter going forward. So that's the flow that we are talking about over here.